Stampers, this is Katie Cortez from Cortez Cards and Crafts here, and I wanted to introduce you to a great new project kit that is in our new annual catalog, and it's called the Calligraphy Essentials Project Kit. And not only does the project kit come with these great instructions, but it comes with all the materials you see here to make 16 cards and envelopes and practice your calligraphy skills. Now, have you tried calligraphy before? Because I hadn't, and I thought, oh, this seems too difficult, for me. But after looking at the kit and trying it out, it's really not that hard. It's actually pretty easy. There are 13 practice sheets, and I can show you those right here. I started practicing already. Okay, so it goes through all the different types of line motions, and it shows you how to use them, and I'll demonstrate in just a little bit. The card kit comes with the 16 bases, and the colors on these card bases are just beautiful. Look at the different greens that complement each other, the abstract colors and designs behind, and so there's a variety, and the gradients and things here are just really gorgeous. So I like those, and they're nice thick cardstock. And then it comes with, oh, I just counted these. I think there's 8 sheets of these die cut pieces with a little stitching around, and so there should be double the amount of these little pieces than what you need for the card. So if you make mistakes, you can always try a new one. The other thing that comes with the kit is the adhesive back sequins. So these are really they're a large size, and they have the glue right on the back, so you just simply stick them on your card and you're all done. The final thing that comes with the kit are the envelopes, and these are decorative on the outside as well. So they're really nice for plopping in the mail or putting on a present or handing to someone personally. The envelopes are really beautiful. And if you can see the card samples here, it says smile, celebrate, hello, and thank you. So it's a nice variety as well. Now, some other things you will need for this project kit include the Calligraphy Essentials stamp set, and this is a red rubber stamp set, and I'm so excited to try this tonight. So I'm going to try it with you. There's the thank you, hello, smile, congratulate, or celebrate. What am I saying? Celebrate, and I think you're great. Everyone needs to hear that once in a while, right? The other products you'll need are the 2 Stampin' Write markers, and this is Coastal Cabana and Lovely Lipstick. And the markers are fantastic. They come with a thin side and a brush-like thick side, so you can use them for a variety of projects. And then finally, you'll need the Blushing Bride and Pool Party stamps to stamp out or to ink up your stamps, and then this is what you color in with the calligraphy. Now, if you're thinking, whoa, that's a lot of stuff that I need to purchase to make this set of cards, it's really not that much, but I'm happy to share with you that I also have, coming up in August, I have the Calligraphy Essentials Project Kit Workshop coming up right here in my Stampin' Studio. It's August 26th at 3 p.m. Or you can join us on August 27th at 7 p.m. and the registration is $28. And that includes this project kit and all these materials inside, and the 2 Stampin' Write markers that you get to take home with you. So you make 16 cards and you get the markers for $28, which is a really good deal. Okay, and I will supply to the participants the ink pads that we'll need. We'll use those that night or that afternoon, and the stamp set as well, so you can try it out. I would say this is a really nice versatile stamp set because you can do so much with the different the large sentiments or the large words. They can go on a variety of cards. This is a great stamp set to purchase yourself as well, or to invest in for your future stamping. So let me show you just a little bit about this calligraphy kit. I'm kind of all over the place here. Let's try this. I'm going to move that over there. First, I want to show you how to use these practice sheets and some tips on actually doing the calligraphy. This is pretty simple calligraphy. What I would recommend, first of all, it's recommended that you use multiple Stampin' Write markers on your calligraphy practice sheets so that you're not wearing out one marker. And so I've just been alternating Coastal Cabana, Lovely Lipstick back and forth for each sheet. The other thing you'll want to do is use the thick brush tip end for all of the calligraphy pieces. And how you get the thin versus thick brush stroke is the angle and the pressure that you put on the marker. Okay, and I would say you want to go really slowly when you actually start doing the calligraphy. Now let's see if I can talk and do it at the same time. Slow and extremely light pressure on the thin strokes. Yeah, this is not my best work. I like to put my head right over my work. So I need to go to a masseuse right now because my neck hurts. There we go. Not too bad. Especially with the lighting I have here, but a very light stroke on the thin one, and then you kind of angle it and do a thicker stroke on the thicker parts, and you kind of have to figure out what works best for you. I tend to keep my hand really close to the brush because if you put it way back here, you're not going to have as much control. And then again, real thin, light pressure on the thin, and I tend to go a little faster on the thick stroke. It's kind of like a roller coaster to me. The thin is like going up the roller coaster and the thick part is going down, so you can go a little faster. And then notice how the pieces of paper, these practice sheets, they tell you where to start and the strokes to make. So I'm going to do a thin stroke and then do a thick stroke. And I can lift off the paper too. It's not going to really show that much if you lift off the paper and you fix it up here or there. Now some letters obviously are going to be a lot easier than others. This one's a little trickier, right? It's got all these curves in it. But you get the idea. These are super fun. And there's so many that you get to practice a lot of different techniques. The angle of your brush, you know, if you're more vertical with the brush, it's going to do a thinner stroke versus if you angle it more. And the angle up and down too changes your brush stroke. So something to think about with that. Now let's try this. We're going to take out one of our stamps. What should we do today? Let's do our hello. We'll start with hello. So I'm going to take out our hello. And again, this is a red rubber stamp. We have 3 different kinds at Stampin' Up. We have the wood mounted that literally have a block of wood on top. We have the red rubber mounted, which are sometimes also called clear mount, but it gets kind of confusing with for some people because we also have photopolymer that are completely clear, and so some people will confuse our red rubber stamps with the photopolymer. It's called a clear stamp because you put it on a clear block, but photopolymers are also put on a clear block. So we're going to use our Pool Party stamp pad. I'm just going to let that sit there. I like to use a foam pad just to make sure that I get even coverage with my stamps, and I use that for photopolymer and my red rubber stamps. Traditionally, they recommend that you use a foam pad especially for your photopolymer. But if you want to use it for your red rubber like me, because I'm just in the habit, that's okay too. We always say when you're stamping or you're inking up your stamp pad, you just tap it like a baby's bottom and try not to rock it because you're going to get ink all over. And we're just going to choose this little guy here. I want to see. Now, I didn't put it on there straight, so maybe I can tweak a little bit. It's can be a little, can play with your, can trick you if it's not straight. That's not too bad, right? It could be inked up a little more. I think I have to ink up my ink pad is honestly what the problem is. But that's okay. Now, it's recommended that you stamp right away and then you do the calligraphy right away so that it doesn't dry, so it blends well. You don't want to really see a huge outline and then a different color for the actual calligraphy ink. So with the hello, now you're going to see in a little angle. Let me see if I can put a little dark, put it on the side a little bit. Maybe you'll be able to see that better. I'm going to do my thin stroke and get a little thicker down my roller coaster. Whee! Oh my gosh, I made it a little too thick there. This is my first time, guys. Give me a break. Thick, thin. And you notice how you can lift off the paper and it doesn't affect the look either. Touch-ups a little bit here or there. Start at the top of the L. Down the roller coaster, faster but still controlled. Touch up there. I don't want to touch up too much because it will come up a little bit darker. We kind of want it to be a nice even color. I am a little bit in the dark here, so because of the shadow of my arm. That's much better. And then our O. There, hello. And it's that easy. Now we will take our hello, pop it off of here. You could decide if you want to do dimensionals or just some glue dots. I tend to think dimensionals make it look a little more special. So I'm just going to take two, and I usually use just half a dimensional because that's all it typically needs. And then we're going to get our green card. Pick out our green guy here. I'm just trying to show you how easy this stamp set is and how fun it will be for those who come to the workshop on the 26th or 27th. And then we'll take the backs off of our dimensionals and line it up here. Typically I say don't fold that until you've got it on the card because... Okay, easy peasy. And then finally, where did the sequins go? Who took the sequins? We usually say 3 sequins. You go and usually want to put sequins and other embellishments on a card in odd numbers. So I have my piercing tool here as well. This or the Stampin' Rate scissors works really well to take little embellishments off of the paper and put them on your card. And there we go. Card number 1 is done. Now, if you have other sentiment stamp sets at home, I would recommend putting some type of another sweet sentiment on the inside. But that's it. That's how easy it is. And these are really cute, and they go really well with the envelopes, and you're all set. So consider either purchasing our Calligraphy Essentials Project Kit. And does it say a product number on here? Oh, gosh. You can go to stampinup.com to look for, nope, that's not it, to look for the product and get your Stampin' Right markers right away. And if you don't have Pool Party and Blushing Bride, get those too. And then get your Calligraphy Essentials Clear Mount stamp set. But if you'd like to come to my project workshop, I'll have this for you. And the workshop is $28, and we're having it August 26th and 27th. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll have the product numbers and the link for the website in the description below. Bye-bye.